Good morning, folks. Patrick here. Today I want to talk to you about the most powerful, or probably the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. And I'm going to tell you two things. So I'm going to break it down into two parts. So the most powerful thing you can do for yourself is start appreciating small things. Start appreciating small things, or be excited about small things. This I was taught by a 9-10-month-old. So watching my boy walk yesterday, he was walking, by himself. Second, third, fourth time. He just started walking. So whenever he walks, there's this excitement that he portrays. He just smiles, and his smile is so big. When he walks, it's like he's just done something massive. So he loves walking, and whenever he walks, he gets so excited. And it got me thinking, how many times do we wait for something big to happen in our lives before we get happy? We're always looking for something huge to happen, then we feel we can celebrate or we can be happy. Now, the problem with that, or should I say, no, I think problem is the better word. The problem with waiting for something big to happen before you get happy is, how many times does something big happen in your life? How many times do you get $1 million coming into your account? How many times do you get $1 billion coming into your account? How many times do you, get pregnant? How many times, do big things happen in your life? If you think about it, big things don't happen often. The problem with waiting for something big to happen for you to be happy is then you spend most of your life depressed because these big things don't happen all the time. Now you find yourself spending more time in life angry, depressed, and feeling sad because you always waiting for that big thing to happen for you to be happy. There's a problem there. There is a problem there. Some people will say, listen, I'm happy when I earn my money end of the month. Then I'm excited, I'm happy, I jump up and down. But the thing is, the problem with that is, then you spend most of the month depressed. You spend most of the month unhappy. You spend 30 days of the month depressed, just waiting for that one day when you can be happy. And now that is not a great way to live your life. That's not a good way to live life. Number one, there is a problem with waiting for big things for you to be happy. You've got to live a life where you start appreciating small little things. Listen, guys, one of the things that I appreciate now every day is looking at my little boy. That's something that gives me great joy. It's simple, it's easy, so I'm happy whenever I look at him. Something that makes me happy now is gymming, because I broke my knee at one point in life, and I could not, run. I could not do things for a while, and it taught me to appreciate the little things, the smallest of things. Something like walking is now become, a big thing for me. I start appreciating that. Now, understand that when you start appreciating these small things, you are now happy most of the time. So the reason I said is maybe the most powerful thing is because it will lead me to the second thing, which will be probably the most powerful thing you can do for yourself. So start appreciating small things. My boy looks at me whenever we meet, When I see him, when he sees me, he goes berserk, he smiles, he's happy. So start appreciating the small things and do not wait for the big things for you to be happy. Guys, that is something huge. So if you find value in this, if you feel this is valuable, please just pound on that love button. Just hit the love button, pound on it, hit the love button. If you feel this is worth it, press the share button, share this if you feel this can help anyone. Share it or drop a comment or whatever. So number one is start appreciating the small things and stop putting your joy on bigger things. So number two is live a life where you start celebrating your activities instead of celebrating results. Live a life where you celebrate activities instead of celebrating results. If you are overweight, you must get into a habit of whenever you wake up and walk or run or whatever, whenever you go to gym, that is your celebration. You celebrate that. Whenever you reject a bad meal, that is what you must celebrate. Don't wait for you to lose 80 kgs before you start celebrating, but start celebrating the small little activities, the things that you do, instead of waiting to celebrate the results thereof. If you start living a life of celebrating the small things that you do, you will find that you will feel good most of the time. And when you feel good, you tend to do better. Feeling good it sort of draws this courage in you where you can start doing better. And if you want to feel good most of the time, start putting emphasis on celebrating the things that you do. So celebrate your activities instead of looking to celebrate results. Because sometimes you can work on your weight, go to gym, do whatever, and 2 days later you still see nothing. And then you get depressed. When you get depressed, you stop and you do nothing. But if you just look at, I have gone to gym, I have eaten less food or I'm eating healthier food, and you start putting emphasis on that and you celebrate those things, I promise you, you will do more and more of the good stuff, and the results will continue to come. Don't wait for results. Celebrate your activity. The more you celebrate activities, the happier you are, the more you feel good, the more you do better. Guys, this is powerful stuff. This is absolute power. And at times it's difficult for me too. It's difficult for anyone because we always measure results. We always do things to get a certain result. And now the challenge is, or the problem is, if we wait for that result to be happy, it might not come. We might never be happy. But if we are in a process of celebrating activities, the things that you can control, if we are in that process where we celebrate the activities, we will always feel better. And when you feel better, now the second thing, this is the most powerful thing. When you feel better, you tend to do better. All this is leading up to action. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that can change your results, the only thing that can change anything is action. Without action, nothing will change. If you feel bad, you'll tend to do bad and your results will be bad. But if you feel good, you tend to do good, you tend to do better, and your results tend to be better. So, focus on activity and celebrate your activities, man. Celebrate those activities. Set your goals and say, listen, I want to lose 20 kgs. Good for you. Take that, put it aside and say, listen, for me to do that, I must go to gym 4 times a week. You go to gym first day, you celebrate, you jump up and down the bed. You do that 4 days in the week. You take yourself out and you say, listen, you've done well. Or you do the dance, you do the dance. You celebrate you doing the activities. Or if you don't want to dance, you can just simply, pat yourself on the back, whatever. But make sure you put emphasis on celebrating activities instead of celebrating results. Why? Because results don't come every day, but activities can. And if you tend to celebrate your activities, you feel better. And when you feel better, you do better. So I hope you guys had a wonderful time. I enjoyed this. I hope this helped you. If you found value in this, just pound on that love button. Pound on it. Go mad on that love button. Drop a comment, drop a heart, drop a thumbs up. If you feel this is worth it, share this. If you feel this can help someone else, share this. So I hope you guys have a fantastic day. So start celebrating your activities instead of results, and don't wait for big things for you to be happy. Start celebrating those small little things. So hope you guys have a fantastic day. Go out, crush it. Network marketers, I love you guys. Don't wait to make millions before you're happy. Don't wait to have someone join your team before you're happy. Celebrate the fact that you've spoken to someone. Celebrate the fact that someone said, listen, I don't want to look at your product. So just celebrate the small little things, and the bigger things is just, they will come. They will come. So hope you guys have a fantastic day. Go out there, crush it.